Well, if we get down to business,
Sure.
what's going on between you boys?
Well, I don't know. I think
Speak up a little bit, please.
Hey, give me
Said I'm not
give me a
quite
second.
sure
Oh,
what
first things
fucking
first, I'll
changed, so
destroy
when it
you in
changed.
VI anytime you want. 1K wages, I'll fucking go 10K wages on your bitch ass.
Get over here right now. I'll put you down. Come over here.
And secondly, I gotta handle some important shit with your family members. We're having a very zen moment, meditating next to some weed plants on the side of the ocean, and you're missing out, just so you know.
That I've already done too much sitting today. I can't, Kenny.
You sat for
Sitting for
7.
me is
You sat. I had somebody clock it. You sat for 17 minutes in the house. You sick.
no way. It was 17 minutes, bro.
Alright, sorry, boys. I apologize.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Love was the
where
best.
it fucking
What a great
changed.
character.
But shit's changed for sure. And, you know, admittedly, maybe on my side too.
That's why, like, I want to be only good to
And,
Loba. She's been only good
I
to
think
us.
both
You know
of
what I mean?
us, it seems like more and
Feel
more
bad
these
about not having
days,
her back.
it's more of a pull against instead of pull with each other.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been holding this in for weeks now, and I think I'm ready to speak my mind and say why I've been the way I've been towards you, and why things have, you know, kind of went the opposite direction from when we first met. But I'm gonna be real. You know, when you picked me up off the streets after I left the Aztecas, you know, there was a vision, there was a plan, you know, and at that point in time, you were kind of trying to figure out what you want to do. And you have openly stated to me that you did not like the way the paper boys were moving, and mainly that was because of Ricky. And you said it's hard for you to be part of that when he's
We're
always
getting some
doing
tea today,
dumb
man.
shit.
What the fuck, chat?
And you spent quite a few times talking to me about how Ricky just doesn't get it. He doesn't fit the vision, and why, you know, it's hard for you to be part of that. And I sat and I listened to you many a times, and over time I've come to the conclusion that you've had some kind of disdain towards Ricky. And then I started to see some good in him, and a couple of times I've had his back and backed him up, but you know, we started talking about what I would be and what my future would be, and you saw my future in a, you know, possibly one day with taking charge of the drug game, you with the weed, that you would see me in a capo position. So that was something I embedded into my mind, and something that I decided that I want to work hard. I work hard and I give my 100% when I have people that give me an objective and give me something to work towards. So
Pedro
when
will
you
be a
told me
capo one day.
that, I said,
I
okay.
don't know if I want to tell him that right now
In
or
my
not.
mind, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking do this. I'm gonna take control of the reins, and I'm gonna work my ass off and prove myself. Fast forward a week or so, 2 weeks, I got Ricky Riz coming to me saying that he's been made a capo in charge of all drugs with the
Season
family.
Hope work's going good.
That you put him in that
You
capo
definitely missed.
position.
Hope you're doing great.
Yada yada yada. So then, in my mind, I snapped, because for a long time, all I've heard was your disdain and your dislike for what Ricky has been doing with the paper boys and the stupid shit he keeps doing. You gave me a goal, a light at the end of the tunnel, and this motherfucker's in charge of drugs? This guy has already been told that he's gonna be a capo? Like, that right there was, it hurt me, because I had a bond with you, and we shared many things together, many stories together, and that shit hurt me, because you started to mold me, to build me into something, And then when I hear nothing but shit coming out of your mouth about what Ricky's doing and, you know, how he's, you know, gonna be bad for the vision, you know, and all this other kind of stuff. And then this guy like jumps over me and is in charge of my weed. And, you know, it took the boss at that first meeting to say that I'm in charge of the weed and that, you know, Ricky's only in charge of the meth, you know, but still the principal was there. And I'm not gonna lie, TK, that pushed me very, 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 very far away from you. And that is why I stopped trying to hang out with you. That's why I stopped trying to be around you. That's why I've had like, you know, this, not a hatred, but, you know, a lack of camaraderie and a little bit of lack of respect. And that's where all of those feelings and all of that came from, and on why I feel things have been the way it's been.
All right. So can I explain my side of this?
Go ahead.
Now look.
Dude, this is so fucking peaceful right now with these waves, dude. Chad, what the fuck is going on?
Things in you, Pedro. I did. Okay, understand that I still have a disdain for the way that Ricky fucking conducts his business. He brings a lot of fucking heat to the family with his stupid fucking nature. But like you, I see good things in Ricky. But, and maybe this is my fucking, my fault in the end, I wasn't completely forthcoming. And when the boss approached me
what's up, bro?
and we discussed Ricky Riz, I wanted this
Yeah,
to
not a
make a
nice
place
change of
for
pace.
Ricky. And my whole idea behind supporting him to be in charge of
That's
something,
hilarious.
and the whole capo thing, nobody's a capo like that. He went with something and completely turned it into something that suits Ricky. Nobody ever said he was a capo, but I wanted to let him experience what it's like to be in that position so that it would highlight to him that he's not ready for that shit. And I knew how this was going to end up with him being fucking focused and being mainly in charge of something. But I had for him to see it. And when he saw it and understood the pressures involved in it, I knew that it would be more easily available for him to stand down.
I hate that you guys think it's a shit show. It's not a shit show,
when
man.
that was taken away. But I
Oh,
never
God.
fucking intended. Because I always knew that Ricky would fuck it up and he'd feel the pressure.
Thanks, bro.
And he'd feel what it was like to have people pointing fingers at him. And that would fucking alleviate that fucking need for him to fucking rule the roost. You understand?
Yeah.
And I never had the intention of fucking stepping over you. But I could have been better at communicating that to you on the side. So that is my fault. But I saw all these things that you do. I knew going into it that you would end up being a guy of your own merit. Not because I said so. Because I knew that you're a fucking hard worker. But you give everything that you fucking got to make sure that
How'd you get
things
that
are
out of
done.
me?
And
That's
this
not
is
what
a
happened.
results-driven business. And
What?
yeah, I get stuck in the ways of the past. I do. I live in a different fucking time. So for that, I apologize. You and I had this bond in the beginning when I brought you into all of this. Because I knew the things that you brought to the table. And I should have been more forthcoming with what I was trying to fucking accomplish with all
You never
of
set
this.
Ricky up to fail?
And sometimes I
It
get
didn't
to
happen.
thinking, well, you know, I'm gonna fucking do this.
Trust me, Ricky can
Because
set
I know
himself
what the
up to
outcome's
fail.
eventually gonna be,
doesn't
and I
need anybody
don't
else for that.
necessarily disclose what my goals in the whole thing were. And truly, my goal was to keep Ricky satisfied enough, but to get that notion out of his head that he was gonna be a leader, because there's a lot of pressures in leading people. And to be honest, this whole nonsense about me not spending time, it's because I'm trying to do a lot of things. And in doing that, I have to, you know, say the right thing all the time. And I fuck up just like everybody else. And I overreact to situations. And I get fucking heated. I do, admittedly.
It's kind of beautiful, Chad. Holy
But
fuck.
it's because I know that everybody in this fucking family has got fucking purpose. And they got fucking skills and talents. But I'm not too good at that fucking emotional side. When I get to doing things, I expect because I know what people have within them. And I just expect that they're gonna
Glove
fucking
once a
bring
week.
what they're good at.
Oh my
and it's gonna
god,
be a
dude.
natural thing.
That's actually a genius
So I'm
idea.
not too good at patting people on the back for doing their job because I already know this of people.
Yo, Jimmy, I think you're
I would
actually
have
gonna
never
do that.
brought you into this, Pedro, if I didn't have full faith of your capabilities. But the problem with us went with the fact that I had this plan, and I thought, okay, well, I won't let anybody know because I want Ricky to experience this for himself. Because I do think he's got value.
We got some strong personalities
Then
in
I
our
got caught up in cleaning up his fucking messes
our
every
family.
fucking day. It
very
was always
strong
something.
egos.
Hearing the fucking radio about, oh shit, we gotta fucking shoot this down. Now we gotta shoot this down. Now we gotta fucking kill these people. It was a constant thing. And all it was doing was bringing attention to the family. And I'm not used to that. I'm used to people understanding that, hey, you know what? Everything that I do out in the city when I'm not doing something with the family comes back to the family in some way, shape, or form. But for that, I apologize. I never meant to fucking have you feel betrayed because I was trying to fucking work Ricky into realizing that he wasn't cut out to fucking, lead anything, let alone himself.
Oh,
In the
100%
end,
cracking.
yeah, exactly what I thought.
It's a
would
good
happen
and bad
happened.
thing, right? It's 100%.
But it was at the
Definitely.
cost of the bond that we had. And I do miss it, I'll be honest. And like
I mean, just look how entertaining it is to
hurt me
watch.
when we started
I feel like y'all are
pulling
loving
apart
this
from
shit.
each other.
And I'm loving it too.
Because I do see you as a fucking, not only an associate, but a friend that I give a shit about. So for that, I am forever apologetic. I should have done things different. I didn't. And it cost what we had, as payment. But I always knew that you being the place that you stayed in right in front
And
of
that's
me.
also
I
kind of the
did.
culture of the city,
I
Shayla,
had
which
all
we're
the
trying
faith
to
in me.
like interject.
So I guess that's where it went. I assume
Every
things.
gang, it feels like a
I knew that
cookie
you would do you,
cutter,
and
like
you
this,
would
they feel
shine
exact
up, and that
same.
would
Everybody's
make
trying
you
to do
look
the same
better.
shit, be
But I
like the
didn't
same shit.
disclose that to
Nobody's
us.
doing anything different. I feel like we're trying
Well,
to change some of the culture there.
I apologize for not talking to you about this a lot sooner. Like I said, I've been holding on to this grudge and this heartbreak and all of that for weeks now. Like, and I've been holding it in, and I should have came to you and had a conversation with you and I didn't. Instead I decided to just fucking hold it in the back of my head, keep doing what I'm doing, and look where it's brought us. It brought us to what happened yesterday
God, this is so
and all of
beautiful,
that
dude.
shit, So
Yeah, I know what you mean,
My
Cracker. I
that's
know what
intention
on
you
was
me
mean,
never
bro.
to fucking harm you. All right, brother? It
I
was
got
never
you.
to do that. I just lost my fucking mind. And I overreacted, and shit went south. And the boss is absolutely right. Should never happen at Mosley's, but I didn't think about where it was. And I got caught up too. I mean, this was a guy that I fucking wanted to take under my wing and show him what I fucking grew up in. And utilize your ability to tell stories just like me, because I envisioned all of these things working hand in hand. So, yeah, this is, it's on me. And I'll take the fucking responsibility for it. I should have fucking clued you in as to what I was doing.
When are they gonna kiss?
But I was trying to teach somebody
I
a
hope they
fucking
kiss.
valuable lesson so that he could still have
We
his
get mods.
place
Do we have
with
any
a
mods here?
family,
Can
but
we get
not
a,
trying so hard
vote
to run the roost.
over
'cause
under
he's
on if
got
they're
no
gonna
business
kiss
doing that.
or hug?
No, I get it. It was just I remember this day clear as this water behind us. I was
Fucking
riding with
Tommy.
Ricky in the
Holy
car, and
fuck.
I told him, I said, man, I'm ready for this.
Dude, this is my
meeting
content now.
tonight. And then that's when he said,
What the
yeah,
fuck
I'm
have I got myself
TK said
into?
I'm gonna be a capo. I'm in charge of all the drugs for the family. You know what I did? I unbuckled my seatbelt and I jumped out of the fucking
Press
car.
1 if you guys think they're hugging.
Because there was no way
Press
that
2 if you
that
think they're
this guy,
kissing. Press 3 if
was
you think they're gonna
be
fuck.
in charge of my precious green plants. So
Yeah,
tough.
well,
It was
as
tough.
Ricky usually does, he takes it upon himself to fucking blow himself up bigger than he needs to be. And that was never said. I never said he was
Oh my
a
god, there's
capo.
so many
I
threes.
mean, there's a lot of processes
Yo.
that need to be fucking solidified before that
ERP
ever
right in
happens.
front of our eyes.
I wanted to show him what it's like to absolutely see for himself that he's not ready for that.
What is wrong with you guys,
I
chat?
think it was a valuable lesson for him to learn.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, because I didn't disclose this to you,
Yeah, Kenny is kind of hiding behind the plant, dude. What if they start going to ERP? Oh my god, dude. The fanfics, the erotic fanfics
Those
are going crazy
when I
right
left
now.
the Aztecas, I had no idea what the fuck I was gonna get myself into.
I can't even do Pedro's
And you know what I got myself into? I got myself into being part of.
Grab me and bend me
Tina
over this
Donovan's
fucking
death.
weed plant.
And I had
I want you to
no
put your
one
seed
to
into me
help
just
me.
like I
had
seeded
no
these
one to
pots,
guide me. I
TK.
had no one to nothing, but you were there, you and Harry, and I'll never forget that. You know, so that right there was a start to something beautiful, and you know, and then it just went from there with the whole Ricky thing, and I was just like, okay, well, I guess all of that was for nothing, you know.
Yeah, well, it wasn't for nothing. And like I said, I knew where you would put yourself because I knew the kind of fucking guy you were.
I like that it's very cute that he's like walking with him next to him while he picks the plants.
I can see things from people. And like I said, this is on me. I never meant to fucking betray your fucking trust. And it was one of those things I was guided
Dude, me
by.
too, Jimmy. I can't even lie, bro.
I knew what was going on and I knew what I was trying to achieve. But I didn't let you in on that. It was something that I didn't want too many loose wheels because Ricky had to learn this for himself. And he did. And I always knew that
Ricky
you'd be
lives
in your
rent-free in
fucking
people's
spot
heads,
because
dude.
You are a hard worker.
Oh my
you
god.
take charge and you fucking get results. And at the end
Chad,
of
was
the
it a
day,
bad
that's
idea
what we
to
should be
fucking-
focused on, the results?
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask.
Again, I apologize, my friend.
I know it wasn't.
Bring it in.
Fuck, dude. Oh, they're hugging. Oh
I
my
appreciate
god,
you,
they're
okay?
hugging.
Let's get back to what we had, all right?
Absolutely, bro. You're a brother
Oh
to me.
my
I care about
god, the
you.
fucking huggers, dude.
Likewise.
The guys who guessed it.
Likewise.
I will fucking die for you. I will.
I
And
can't answer
despite
this one right now. I have
anything
to
that's
let this
going
play
on,
out.
hopefully we can get back what we hate.
100%.
Good.
All right,
Not
been
really,
good.
man.
boss.
You guys want to, like, you know, bend each other over that last plant and just start going at
I'm
it? By all
gonna need you
means.
to leave. I can't let anybody see this. I got performance anxiety.
Ah, TK, I want you to put your seed inside of
Hey,
me and
where's
bend me over
Kenny
this
and
plant like I
everybody?
seeded
What
these
the
fucking pots.
fuck?
Jesus Christ, boss.
I picture Pedro as a bottom, but I could be wrong. Actually, Pedro might be putting it in TK.
Boss, 35 joints should be good for right now for at least a few dies.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Boys, I gotta say, that was fucking beautiful. I mean, the moment that I just had of meditation, listening to the waves, and the speech that you guys just gave to each other, I mean, I had an over-under on whether you guys were gonna hug, kiss, or fuck. And I'll be honest with you, I was rooting for fuck. I wanted you guys to just fucking go at it, right here, nobody else around, you know? I would have hid behind the weed plant. You know, the splooge would have gotten fucking everywhere and get caught by the plant. I would have been protected. It would have been a beautiful fucking thing.
All right. Now you're going too far there, Kenny.
Can we Olsen jump him?
Hey, look, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, man.